Roland Frost here. We're going to do program 972 for you and go through that third week of July. Look at that. Wow, did I goof? What's going on here? I put in September. It's not September. It's July. Must be something important happening in September. Goodness. What a strange thing to have an error like this occur and just go on and catch it on the air. Sorry. Well, that's Neptune for you. Seems to be a lot of Neptune around. I want to point out one important happening up ahead of you, and that's a Venus station. Venus is going to stop in the sky and reverse direction on the 25th of July. Now, Uranus and Saturn stations we've been talking about, but I haven't talked about the Venus station. And what's fun about this is you're going to notice it. Yes, and couple days before, your lustiness will creep up. You're going to get horny. You're craving for sweets. You could also get kind of weak and a little weepy as you hit the 25th, and then it comes down for the next few days. Now, you will notice this, because this is the planet that governs gluttony, sex, sweets. When she stops, oh boy, sometimes there's lots of pleasure, sometimes it gets sticky. Well, this period that we're going to look at here is pretty busy. You can see from the chart that I've drawn here, I've got a lot of characters. These are all people, yeah, and parts of your consciousness. And when one of them stops in the sky, like Uranus is going to stop here on the 26th of July, it's like that planet gets up on the stage. You see, these are all actors on the stage, just like Shakespeare said. And when one of them slows down, well, they act up. Uranus is going to act up. It will make you jittery and rebellious and give you new age thoughts and some wonderful mental enlightenment because it's in trine to Jupiter. Yes. And so we have things like, 1,000 Hawaiians going to the mountain to stop a crazy scientific experiment that we didn't need. It's being done elsewhere. Anyway, the Aquarian spirit is alive when Uranus stops. Yes, share things, brotherhood. It can be very nice. Of course, if it catches your chart wrong, and this is at 20 degrees of Aries. If you're at 20 Libra or 20 Capricorn or 20 Cancer or 20 Aries, look out, man, you're going to get shaky. Saturn's going to station also. Saturn is the CEO, manager, supervisor. He's the old man with a gray beard and black robes. He's the judge. He's your supervisor. He's the guy that has the checkbook. He's a bit of a Scrooge pretty much of the time. Sometimes at Christmas he breaks loose. So Saturn stations here on August 2nd. 3 stations. 3 times when you can sense the power of these people on the stage. And everybody in humanity just does a dance along with them. There's Venus. I don't know if I drew that very well. I'm trying to express who Venus is. Sure, she's a little diva, a little girl. She's that sexy one you can't keep your eyes off when she walks. So 3 planets slowing down and stopping 3 times when your eye will be attracted to the stage, inside you and outside you, attracted to the stage, to these characters. Yes. So let's take and run the moon around the edge of this planetary pattern. And as the moon goes around once a month, it makes angles to all these characters, and that's what brings them to the attention of the audience. And it's good to be in the audience, not to be on the stage necessarily. It's a good Buddhist tradition, a Taoist tradition, the best of the Scientology est, all the higher consciousness says, be in the audience. So kind of be the observer. The French The existentialists, I love them. They call it the spectacle. You kind of sit in the audience and watch the spectacle. Sometimes it's a clown show. Anyway, here we are. And if you're on the Thursday show, well, the moon's going into Leo, a fixed fire sign. And it's kind of stable. You know, Thursday night, you had a new moon here. This new moon was at 24 degrees of Cancer. And it's right on the U.S. Mercury, the USA government Mercury. So a lot of action on that front. We're going to be very conscious of ourselves. Yeah, for a month. This one also squares Uranus a little bit. There could be some electrical disruptions. And Mars is there too, moving up in that area. In fact, there's heat. Here's fire. I've marked the fire points and the heat points. And if you're on a Thursday night show, you go back Wednesday night, Tuesday, you know, it was hot, unbearably hot. Here's Mars and Pluto and Uranus all stacked up against you in a big T-square. And man, there's fires and fights and anger and impatience. So that's why I'm feeling so hot. Yep, just 2 days ago. If you're on the... Anyway, it'll happen again up here ahead of you on Wednesday the 22nd. Mars and Uranus gang up on you again. But here it was pretty solid, wasn't it? And I'm sure there's fires going on, because this is Mars. And when he's not happy, and here he is opposing Pluto. Here's a young man, a soldier, opposing a policeman, opposing control. There's a lack of control. Here I made a note. Here's Mars opposing Pluto and squaring Uranus. Fires. No control. Pluto is control. You can't control these fires. And it squares Uranus. Uranus is the wind. So the wind is going to pump up these fires. And you just saw it in the last couple days, didn't you? You're probably still feeling it as long as the moon's in a fire sign. In Leo here. But time you get to late Friday on the 17th, there's a trine to Uranus. Higher thought clicks in. Common sense, the Aquarian spirit. Let's all get together and solve this problem. Yeah, we can do it. We all get together. And here's a conjunction to Jupiter. That's early Saturday morning. There could be some rain, some wisdom, some solutions coming up here. Here's your enlightenment period, and it's Friday night, Saturday morning. Beware though, because look at Saturday. Yeah, everything is it seems like it's very nice in the morning, because here's your Jupiter Uranus trine, and it's nice. But look at that big red line. That's the square to Saturn. And things slow down fast, and there's no money and there's no time, and we're all a little scared. Yeah, it's Saturday afternoon. And then lo and behold, around dinner time, the moon hits Venus. Should be lovely to watch in the sky, and we all mellow out, and we get more loving and more sexy, and let's get some sweets. Let's do something here to have fun. Beautiful sunset. Try to get out and see it if you can. Moon, Venus, Jupiter all together. So Saturday's a complicated day, but it ends well with a nice Venus hit. Sunday, the moon's in Virgo. It's a mutable earth sign. And there's an opposition to Neptune. Uh-oh, we got bad smells. We got chemicals. We got troubles with the priest, artist, doctor, musician here, which means sometimes you spill things. Yes, Sunday about the middle of the day. So people are overly animated. They all start acting out and exaggerating when the moon opposes Neptune. Not going to like the preacher. Sunday morning's not a good time to go to church, because the moon is opposing Neptune. And there'll be a problem. People will stand up in the audience and say, baloney. So I would avoid church on Sunday. On Sunday night, there is a nice sextile to Mars. There's sports, there's action, there's some fun on that area. And you can start planning something that you want to get done. You could get out there late and fix something even. Monday morning, moon's still in Virgo on the 20th. And here's a nice sextile to Mercury. Get you moving. Everything works. I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm writing. Yeah, good time to get stuff done. Moon in Virgo. Especially detail work, huh? Continues through Monday. You get to Monday night, there's a sextile late. This is like midnight, 10 p.m., midnight. Sextile to the Sun and a sextile to Saturn. And this is organizing time. Yeah, get all the information in. Who was it said they accused Steven Spielberg of procrastinating or something because he did everything at the last minute? And he said, I'm just a great organizer. He says, I'm such a great manager. I always wait to the very last minute because some new information might come in and I change things on new information. So I always wait to the very last minute to make a decision. Make sure all the information's in. That's not procrastination, that's good management. Well, you got good management Monday night. It'll continue through Tuesday morning. Everybody's nurturing about it. The moon slips into Libra. A nurturing morning Tuesday. The moon goes by the north node. As you go through Tuesday, go into Wednesday though. Wednesday it gets gnarly again. On Wednesday, eek, a bug. Wake up in the morning early. There's moon squaring Pluto. You know, get out the diatomaceous earth. Check your windows. Make sure they're tight. Mosquitoes. Things across the street they had red ants and they, came in and sprayed Permethrin from a professional all over it to kill a few little red ants bite you. Oh, everybody freaks out. Yeah, Pluto. That's what it is. Bombers. Terrorists. Eek. It's a panicky feeling. It comes up in your reptile brain, huh? And it's going to be set off Wednesday morning. By the time you get to Wednesday in the evening, here's a square or opposition to Uranus. Damn those utility companies. And the batteries went dead, and I'm angry and ticked off and unhappy. The angriness comes first. The little short red line there, that's the Mars hit. So first you get angry, and then the battery dies. and other people, the moon opposing Uranus, you could be ticked off at the wrong person here. It's not the homeless guy to blame for our country's sad state. No, don't blame him. By the way, when Mars gets involved with Uranus like this, what you get is electrical fires. And very often it's electricity that's the immediate cause of a fire. And you're going to see some here on Wednesday night. So if you smell hot wires, go look around, see what they are. Turn the switch off before they get too hot. Make real damage. It's Wednesday, 22nd of July. Suddenly, that could be very explosive, by the way. Uranus and Mars here. They're in Libra. Could be gases, flammable gases involved. Thursday the 23rd, moon's still in Libra, cardinal air sign. And starts pretty good. There's a nice sextile to Jupiter, wisdom, flows nicely. And then comes Venus, a sextile to Venus. So Thursday morning, it's kind of sweet. There's pleasure, there's fun, there's laughing. But look out, you're getting sucked into something here, because here's a square to the Sun. Frustration over your project happens at noontime and shortly thereafter on Thursday the 23rd. So if you don't want to get anything done and you don't have any ambitions, you should just enjoy Thursday. Even after the moon goes into Scorpio about dinner time or something, it's not too bad. There's a square to Mercury here late in the evening. Don't try to run out someplace or communicate around 10 o'clock. It'll be difficult. Moon's in Scorpio is a fixed water sign, huh? So everybody's kind of stubborn. But here's a trine Friday morning to Neptune. Music, art, higher heart. Listen to the Pope, read Jesus. and study your music and your art, and just go sit under a tree and look for butterflies and birds. Things will happen Friday. It's very nice. Moon in Scorpio. The moon sextiles Pluto. There's discovery Friday night. You went out looking for something and you found something. Hooray, Friday, 24th of July. On Saturday, we have a trine to Mars, and finally you have a chance here to get out and fix some of the stuff that, you know, you need to. And I would be very ambitious about this around the middle of Saturday, because anything you can do in the way of prevention is a good deal, because as you go on, there's a square to Jupiter Saturday night. Too much rain, too much thunder. There's a conjunction to Saturn. Everybody got stuck and got scared. And early Sunday morning, there's a square to Venus. There's no rest. So this is a very unsettling Saturday night. Not a good time to go look for pleasure. Batten down the hatches is more like it at the end of Scorpio. Moon going by Saturn. Sometimes people can get organized. I mean, there's a good side of this old goat. But with Jupiter square, he's kind of trying to overdo it. Maybe he's being over-liberal. And that's... Maybe we could use a little cold. Everything else is so damn hot. You're having heat waves everywhere from Mars opposing Pluto and squaring Uranus. So a little Saturn, a little coolness could be a good thing here Saturday night. Nah, no sense fooling ourselves. You'll feel better about lunchtime Sunday. There's a nice trine to the sun. Hey, I'm getting things done. I'm motivating, and I'm walking and talking and moving around. The kids are happy. Not bad. After the kids are happy, which is dinner time and that shortly thereafter, just an hour or so after that, there's a square to Neptune, and there's confusion and trouble with liquids Sunday night. But, you know, just go home early. Well, the heat is going up, and it's going up suddenly. And there could be some fires. At the very least, the heat will be unusual. Yeah.